Guys, it's paints miniatures. Yeah, and I was initially going to start a massive Warhammer project, but unless I want my paint drying faster than my motivation in this heat. So instead I thought I'd do something related to the project because I wanted to get a video out. Just something that's a little bit more heat friendly. And by the end of the video, we should be able to answer one question. That's what you should start your own Space Marine chapter. Because with 11th edition now here, loads of people find themselves going, what Space Marine chapter should I start? Should I start the White Templars, the Black Templars, the Ultramarines, the White Scars, the Dark Angels, the Space Wolves? The list is endless. Or should I just make my own? Now let's be honest, what sounds more fun? Boring box art Marines? Toilet seat logos? Or the Legs of Death Mega Eagles from outer space? Exactly. Homebrew chapters. They're way more fun. And today I'll show you 2 ways that you can create your own Space Marine chapters. Now, there are 2 basic ways of making your own chapter. Option 1, do whatever you think is cool. No, seriously. Just do whatever you think is cool. Paint them pink, put whatever you want on them, put any weapons on them. It's your chapter. Who cares? As long as in the game you can identify them, it doesn't really matter. It's your hobby. It's your little plastic war dollies at the end of the day. Do whatever you want with them. Nobody can tell you that you're doing the hobby wrong. And if you're having fun, you've already won. Now, option 2. This one I prefer a little bit more. So I'm going to go into a little bit more detail. And this is the lore-friendly Space Marine chapter. Something that feels like it can genuinely fit in the Warhammer universe. Step 1, uncover the background and identity for your chapter. Now, this is the admin bit. But don't worry, it's not boring. Everything starts here. Before you even think about colours, ask yourself a couple of simple questions. What's inspired this chapter? Is it some sort of history event? Is it some sort of thing that you think is missing in the lore? Is it any kind of thing that really kind of gets you wanting to paint models? Do you like Vikings? Do you like knights? Do you like dragons? Do you like whatever it is that you like? You name it, you can do it. Or maybe it's you like a specific chapter but you hate the colour scheme. You love Imperial Fists but you hate painting yellow. Then just change the colour, change the name. There you go. Whatever the inspiration is, build everything else from that. For instance, I knew I wanted an Imperial Fist successor, but I wanted to have their own identity. So I asked myself, what happens if my chapter wanted to recover relics from Rogal Dawn? What happens if they were on the hunt for Rogal Dawn? And they thought that every single relic that they possessed would take them one step closer to be able to find Dawn. As we know, his hand was found, but nothing else. And that's where my chapter became obsessed with finding relics. So that sentence eventually started the Guardians of the Fist. From there, ask yourself a few more questions. What gene seed do they descend from? Are they Codex compliant? How do they fight? What's their fighting style? What's their main purpose or mission? What Primarch do you like? What kind of armies do you enjoy playing? Is it melee focused? Is it range focused? Is it Gravis? Is it Phobos? Is it Terminators? Really kind of look at that. How are they organised? If they're Codex compliant, you know that it's strict rules. If they're not, you've got free reign. So you kind of need to work out what you want their structure to be. What's their relationship with the wider Imperium? Do they get on with other chapters? Do they get on with the Guard? Do they get on with the Inquisition? Those are all kind of key questions that will help fit them into the lore. Have they fought in any campaigns yet? Now this is a big one. You need to put them in a place in the world. How do you do that? Do you put them as key little roles? Or do you make them a big factor? Depending on how you want to play it, will kind of set the tone. I would suggest having key little roles in multiple places if you want, just because that's not going to mean that they impact the story too much, where if you're reading Black Library novels or anything like that, that you're kind of confusing yourself. Do they have a home world? Or are they fleet-based? The more questions you answer, the more your chapter starts to feel like a real chapter from the 41st millennium. I always recommend you write these down, take a look at personality quiz, see what you kind of feel, what you want. Sometimes halfway through you might actually realise, oh, I should do this instead. And because of that, you kind of start piecing together what you really like and what you really want. You might go, these aren't ultramarine successors at all. They're Dark Angels. And that's completely fine. The lore shouldn't dictate what you need to do. It should inspire you to create. A little tip. Now, this might divide opinions. You can either ask a friend, bounce a couple of ideas from, or even use a chatbot. Ask it a couple of questions, kind of get a feel for what the responses are. It might pop back some ideas that you might not have thought about. I know there's a whole divisive thing about using AI, but you can use it as a tool sometimes to help yourself out. I'm not saying copy somebody else's work and put into your own. But for instance, if you ask it a question and go, I like this, this, and this, and this, it might come back with a little story that you can put together, and then you can kind of piece together what you actually really want to do. Use every tool around you to inspire yourself. Now, every person out there is a great writer, maybe has the biggest imagination, so using those kind of tools can sometimes help. Because at the end of the day, one conversation could change your whole chapter. Hopefully by the end of the video, we should be able to answer one question, and that's why you should start your own pet. Because 11th edition is here. Because 11th edition. Because 11th edition is here. Because with 11th. Because with 11th. Because with 11th edition. Because with 11th edition. Because with 11th. Because with 11th edition now here. Because with 11th edition now here. What gene seed did this? What gene seed did this? What gene seed do they? What